Hello, dear Pisces. I am Jamie Dawn, your revolutionary astrologer, bringing you your March 2022 horoscope. And we kick off the month with a beautiful, sensitive, sweet, compassionate, healing new moon in your sign. I know you know all about that, but it's also a very emotional time as we've got Jupiter in your sign as well. So it's expanding and probably making this new moon very just overload probably of emotions, overload of empathy. So I offer this, Pisces, please do take care of yourself. Feel free to retreat when you need to, especially as we have Mercury canoodling Saturn also during this time in your 12th house. And so this is most likely causing you to feel like you're taking on so much because it's easy for you to just encompass the entire world and whatever's around you, and then feeling like you just can't deal with it all at once and you need to process it in some way. So do make sure you have some self-care here and with this new moon and this week in particular, because it is very powerful as we have Venus and Mars canoodling Pluto, our power planets here. Mars and Pluto are definitely powerful influencers on our lives. And so this is going to be affecting your 11th house, and I'll talk about that in a second. But as you're looking at this new moon, it's your new moon in your first house. You have a chance where you could be thinking of creative ways to give more to yourself and others. I offer this, Pisces. Think of ways where you can give more to yourself first, because you do have a tendency to be an overgiver. And it will be really good also for you to evaluate your boundaries and what are they, and then being able to communicate that to those who need to know. Also, setting intentions maybe to work behind the scenes on something that's near and dear to your heart. Maybe there's a book inside of you that needs to be written, or there's an art that needs to be picked up. Maybe there is a playwright, or there's a healing modality that you're wanting to learn about. Do some research on that. Set that intention of, like, if I needed another tool or somebody in my life or something in my life that would continue to evolve me, that would continue to bring out the best in me, or be able to use my gifts and share my gifts with others in a real wonderful, unique way, what would that be? And so just keep thinking about those sorts of things and set those intentions. You could be asked to offer your gift to others who may be feeling trapped in their lives, or they need deep spiritual, mental, or physical healing at this time. Also, you could be researching or collecting data that supports those long-term goals or offers alternative perspectives that can free yourself or free another from an issue that may have kept you guys stuck. And like I say, please just retreat and withdraw if you get into this overload time. If for some reason you can't retreat or withdraw, or maybe you're one of those Pisces who actually loves to connect with others, and those that you feel really safe with to process, with Venus and Mars canoodling Pluto in your 11th house, your friends are going to be powerful connections for you to be able to process anything, maybe some of these emotions that you're feeling or these ideas that you're wanting to share. Friendly competitions, we'll talk about relationship dynamics. They can actually lead to lighter dialogue, feel good moments, a chance to have some fun. So if you're single and you're just wanting to lighten the load a little bit, have some friendly competitions with your friends and just enjoy life. I feel like this first week will give you that. If you're in a bonded relationship, you could be competing with your spouse in a fun way where, let's say, for example, I picked up skiing this year. And so I enjoy skiing with my friends and beloved. And so here we are having a great time. And it's a little competition to see who can ski better or which slope to go down. And so that kind of thing can just keep it light, but also bonding you. Friendships can turn into romantic relationships. So if you are looking for that romance, you may not have to go any further than your circle of friends. You also could have a chance to expand your social circle a little bit more, as the sun will be canoodling Jupiter on this first weekend of March. So if you are wanting to get out there in the dating world, yes, you could do the online thing because that's the sexy thing to do these days. But I would say you don't have to look much further than your social circle, your current social circle, your local community. You could attract more friends. Maybe you have felt isolated and you've sort of been in a place where it's like, okay, I need to expand the people that I know and I need to get out there more. This is a great time, great week and month for you to do that. And I didn't say this, but happy birthday, Pisces. And the other thing about the sun canoodling Jupiter, it's in your first house. So you could find yourself really thrust into the spotlight, and that may have many admirers attracting a lot of attention to you. It's this first weekend of March. And so you could be spending time with loved ones, family, friends, doing something you love can energize you. It can give you faith and hope in the future. So if you felt a little like, dark cloud was over you, or that you just didn't have that real hope that you needed to feel energized, this is a time where you can find that. You may be sought out for your wisdom at this time, your healing gifts. You could be a teacher and you find that others really need your wisdom to feel like that they have value, or that they're able to learn something from you because you have so much to offer. Some of you may find yourselves in a situation where all these admirers are coming at you, and you may have to pull back just a little bit so that you can figure out, which person do I really connect with? Take your time. Venus and Mars are cosmic lovers. They're going to make their move into Aquarius this first weekend of March as well. And that's going to be in your 12th house. So that can offer you opportunities to withdraw or to take some time out to think about, who do I really want in my life and who is it that I want to partner with? If you're in a bonded relationship, your partner can offer some more affection or attention than usual during this time. And with Venus and Mars transiting through Aquarius in that 12th house, you could have some very unusual situations show up that actually feel really good. It mixes things up. If things have felt too routine, then this gives you an opportunity to look at things differently, having a different perspective. You may be tackling your own mental, emotional health issues or areas where you've been the victim of abuse or injustice. And if that's not you, then you can help others with that, especially those of you who are in that mental health, emotional field. Spiritual abuse is also something that you may be looking at. So some of you who are in the counseling arena, or you're wanting to get into it, consider the spiritual abuse as a subject matter that might actually be of great benefit for you. Your inner world will be rich and full of unusual imagery that you can use to produce something powerful and creative in the world at this time. Mercury will enter your sign, your first house, on March 10th. This will allow you to share more of your wisdom and your compassion with others. It also may have you thinking quite a bit about ways in which you can tap into more spirituality, more symbolism, more creativity. If you're not somebody who's, say, spiritually minded, that's fine. You may just find yourself being more imaginal. And this can help boost your ego. It can help boost the way in which you present yourself. Maybe you're thinking about, I'm going to make a little cosmetic change, change the color of my hair, change the wardrobe, things like that, which is great. This also gives you a chance, if you like to be on the speaking circuit, that you have ways of sharing your creativity and your wisdom with others. I can just see you collaborating quite a bit with other like-minded people. Do watch out, though, that there could be some deception around this time. And so not everything is as it appears to be. So you do want to take your time having certain conversations, vetting things out with others. But most likely you'll have an easy time storytelling and painting pretty pictures about who you are, why you like what you do, and taking the approach in life of being very kind and compassionate, which is a wonderful thing. You make people feel good. Like Maya Angelou said, it's not what you do for people, it's how you make them feel. Yeah, that's what they remember. You also have the sun canoodling with Neptune in your first house. And this means that your imagination can really be energized at this time. So if you needed to find some creative solutions, or you work in the creative field, or you just want to feel more energy, this is a wonderful time that you could do that. Inspiration, hope, all of those things you are the source of that. And you may find that others go out of their way to make sure you know how much they value the way you present yourself and who you are. Some of you Pisces, I see winning an award, an accolade around this time, and that this gives you a chance to even present something. I keep getting a presentation of some sort, and it will look beautiful. That, you know, I see the graphics or the PowerPoint, and so if you are working on solidifying your authority at a job, or you're wanting a new job, you can present yourself in a beautiful way. This is a great time for interviews. It's a great time for you to get that promotion as well, or have that conversation with it. If you're a leader, it's a great time to have those reviews and to be able to even motivate and inspire those direct reports to get on board with the big vision that you hold for the team, for the company, that sort of thing. Do keep in mind boundaries. I know that's not an easy one for you, Pisces, but it is important that you keep boundaries, especially when you're interacting with others. And I think the Virgo full moon, which is happening March 18th, opposing your sign, that it can give you opportunity to kind of look at, because this is going to be affecting your first and seventh houses, looking at boundaries within relationships. Has somebody been taking advantage of you? Your kindness, your compassionate side, you know? Very often people will say, or you've heard that quote, I'm sure, that don't mistake my kindness for weakness. This full moon could have you evaluating, hey, where have I been taken advantage of? And shame on them. But also, I need to communicate better what my boundaries are. I would say that this full moon also can have you appreciating, you know, removing the critical mind and appreciating all the good things that are happening within your relationships. If there has been difficulty in a particular relationship, you could let one go. It could be friends, it could be romance, but either way, this full moon will bring to light some things that you really need to see. Maybe you painted a prettier picture than it was true, you know, those rose-colored glasses in a particular relationship. Now you got to face the reality. But doing that clearing, that clutter clearing, will help you to see things truly as they are and then make decisions from there. You could literally be cleaning out your home, your office, whatever it might be, leaving a job, but most likely this will have you looking at partnerships and relationships and saying, where can I be a better partner? Maybe you're critiquing that, or like I say, if there has been issues around you being taken advantage of, you reset some boundaries at this time. The sun will enter Aries March 20th on the spring equinox. This will energize your second house. So the more you do this clearing out of where you could have been taken advantage of, or maybe there's been too much fluff, there's been too much busy work, too many things going on. Well, now you have some clarity. Sun entering Aries and energizing that second house can help you feel like you have greater value with the work or the income that you're bringing in. That maybe there's you're turning your attention to some of your physical possessions, that you want to spruce them up, give them that nice spring kind of feeling. And you can feel a renewed sense of energy coming to your values. What do you value most? Who do you value most? Your resources. So if you needed some extra resources in order to accomplish certain goals in your relationships or your job, then this is a wonderful time after the 20th of March that you start to see some of that being energized. You could also see where you need to work on a particular project, maybe a home project or a work project, then you need to do it independently. And so giving yourself permission to really tap into all that creativity and work independently and then present it to others in a way that feels really good, because we do have more Aries energy coming in second half of March into April. And that's going to help you energize more of the things that you value most, and also have those resources that you need in order to manifest. This is a manifesting house. In order to manifest what makes you feel valuable and how others also see your value. And I will say this, Pisces, it will talk relationship for just a moment. If you are single and you are wanting to express yourself with love, or you want to attract the partner, Keep adding value, keep investing in yourself. And you watch, the people that are in alignment with your values are the ones that you really want to partner with. And if you are in a bonded relationship and you've done that inventory and you feel like now you two can get in alignment on the same page, give yourselves permission to escape reality every once in a while, go on a date, go on a vacation together, really nurture the romance of the relationship. This is a very romantic month. And if anybody understands that, Pisces, I know you do. So energize it, give yourself permission to nurture and feed that romantic nature. It will just bond you guys that much deeper. It'll make you two even more psychic so that you can make decisions together that feel good as a partnership. All right, Pisces, I really hope this helps. Please like, subscribe, share, comment. Come find me at jamiedawn.com for a specific reading. And I look forward to hearing how this month goes. Take care.